Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive.
Yep.
Today, we're diving deep into Genesis 22.
Oh, a fascinating choice.
Yeah, it's the story of Abraham and Isaac.
Right.
You know, the one where God asks Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, his son.
Yeah, that's always a tough one.
Definitely makes you think, right?
For sure.
Okay, so God asking for child sacrifice.
Mhm.
It's not really what we expect to hear, is it?
It's certainly one of those stories that has challenged people for centuries. And it's interesting because the
Yeah.
story isn't really about the actual sacrifice.
I see what you mean.
It goes deeper than that.
Okay, so let's break it down. We've got Abraham, and God tells him to take Isaac to this place called Moriah.
Mariah.
Right, and offer him as a burnt offering.
Wow.
And Abraham, he just obeys.
It's remarkable.
He sets off on this journey with Isaac, and you can just feel the tension.
This journey is a test of Abraham's faith.
Big time.
Like nothing he could have imagined.
Yeah.
A true test of faith can really come out of nowhere.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's these tests that can really shape us. They refine us.
So they're walking along, and Isaac says, "Hey, Dad, where's the lamb for the burnt offering?"
Right.
And Abraham says, "God will provide himself a lamb."
That's a powerful line.
Powerful and kind of mysterious.
God will provide. Speaks volumes about trusting in something bigger than ourselves.
It's putting a lot of faith in the unknown.
For sure.
So they get to Moriah, and Abraham, he builds an altar,
An altar.
gets the wood ready, ties up Isaac.
Oh, wow.
And he puts Isaac on the altar.
That must have been heavy emotionally.
No kidding. Abraham's about to sacrifice his son, and this is the son God promised would bring blessings to all nations.
And just as he's about to do it, an angel calls out from heaven.
From heaven.
And
Yeah.
says, don't lay a hand on the boy, don't do anything to him. Now, I know you fear God because you didn't withhold your son, your only son, from me. Can you imagine the relief?
Talk about a close call. So Abraham passes this intense test of faith.
And then he sees a ram,
Oh, you
caught in a thicket.
A ram.
Yeah, and he offers the ram instead of Isaac.
Wow, it's like a symbol, right?
Absolutely. Divine provision, God providing a way out.
Makes you wonder, how does a story like this, from so long ago,
Right.
how does it connect to us now?
You hit the nail on the head.
It's ancient history, but still feels so relevant.
That's the beauty of these stories. Timeless wisdom just waiting to be uncovered.
But how do we actually take something from this story and use it?
Well, think about the tough stuff we all face. Decisions that challenge us to live up to what we believe in.
You mean like keeping promises?
Promises? Yeah.
Even when it's hard.
Exactly. Or like standing up for what you know is right, even when it's not popular.
It's like when you commit to something at work, even if it means more hours,
Right.
because you believe in the project.
Yeah. Or maybe sticking to your values, even if it means making a tough choice.
That's a good example.
Those are echoes of what Abraham did, that willingness to sacrifice.
Giving up something important for something bigger.
Exactly. It's not always easy, is it?
And there's that trust element too, right? Like
Oh.
Abraham saying, God will provide.
It goes beyond just having blind faith. It's about really believing there's a bigger plan, even if we don't see it.
Trusting even when things are uncertain.
Exactly.
It's interesting thinking about Isaac and all this.
What do you mean?
Imagine being him, not knowing what was going on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It makes you realize how important communication is.
Oh, for sure.
Even when things are hard, those conversations are so important.
That little conversation between Abraham and Isaac?
God will provide.
Right. It's like a little reminder
What?
to be open and honest with the people we love, especially when things are tough.
So we've got this story about sacrifice, about faith, but then it's also about relationships.
And the impact of our choices.
How our choices affect others, even generations later.
Right. The story goes on. God reaffirms his covenant with Abraham because of his faithfulness. Our actions matter.
Yeah.
They can shape not just our lives, but the lives of those who come after us.
Wow, it's a powerful idea, leaving a legacy.
That's quite a legacy to think about.
It is.
A legacy of faith, of courage, of the human spirit facing the unknown with trust and willingness to sacrifice for something bigger than ourselves. And it makes you think about how we talk to each other.
Yeah, like how we handle those difficult conversations.
Are we really being open? Are we really listening? Those are big questions.
It really makes you think about the choices we make, not just for ourselves, but for everyone who comes after us.
It's a powerful idea.
Our actions can have consequences that ripple outward way beyond our own lives.
Our actions create a legacy, don't they?
If you're going through something difficult right now, something that feels impossible,
Yeah.
Remember Abraham and Isaac.
Such a powerful story.
Even in the darkest times, remember there's always hope. And that with faith, even the toughest challenges, they can help us grow.
Absolutely.
It can lead to blessings.
And a legacy that outlives us.
A legacy that goes way beyond our own lives.
Genesis 22, just one story.
From an ancient text.
But the wisdom in it, it's timeless.
It's amazing these ancient stories still have so much meaning for us today.
They really do.
This has been a really incredible deep dive into Genesis 22.
It has.
And we hope you'll keep thinking about it.
Yeah, keep exploring these questions.
You might be surprised by what you discover about your own life, your own journey.
It's a journey worth taking.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.